even though a dream may be deferred or may take a little longer, keep going. Don't quit. Don't believe that age, if you're an adult learner, that you can't do it. Because
Mm.
I saw a woman who was the mother of four, the grandmother of nine, 15 great grandchildren by the
Wow.
time she left this earth. And that had to be one of her proudest moments and proudest accomplishments. So I would say don't let age deter you if you're not 18 and just leaving high school, and
Mm.
don't quit.
Joining us on the show today is Denella Clark, President and CEO of Boston Arts Academy Foundation, who has more than 30 years of experience managing nonprofits in the arts education, academic medicine, youth development, and human services sectors. Denella will be receiving the Robert M. Cord Leadership Award from the Urban College of Boston on May 28th. Thank you so much for joining us today, Denella.
Natalie, thank you so much for having me.
Well, I'm super excited to have you on the show today because, like I said, you're receiving the Robert M. Cord Leadership Award, an honorary degree from Urban College of Boston. What does this recognition mean to you, especially knowing that your mother was an alumna of the college?
Yeah, I got to tell you, this recognition is really a full circle moment for me. I knew Robert Cord. His legacy has just been tremendous with what he did for ABCD of Boston. That still continues to be one of our country's largest poverty institution. And then the founding of Urban College for people who are like my mom, who was an immigrant, a woman, to receive the Robert M. Cord Leadership Award and an honorary degree from Urban College, knowing the impact that it had on my mother is just a tremendous honor. And I'm deeply grateful to Dr. Solomon Fernandez, the Board of Trustees at Urban College, and grateful for the work that they do day in and day out for adult learners like my mom.
Dr. Salman Fernandez is incredible. We've had her on the show before. She is an incredible leader. So, yeah, I mean, that story is so inspiring, and it's reflective of so many incredible immigrant success stories right here in Boston through the Urban College of Boston. And like I was saying earlier, your career has focused a lot on uplifting young people, supporting the arts, advancing equity in Boston. What has guided your commitment to this kind of community-centered leadership?
Really starts with my mother, as we are proud Jamaican people who immigrated to this country. My mother's degree at Urban College was in early childhood education. For 37 years, she ran a large family daycare. She was a minister in her church, and her focus was families and couples. And so, what I learned directly from my mother is what has inspired me to have the career that I have. My career has been really rooted in impact and helping the least among us live the lives that they imagine. And then when I think about what I do today in supporting the work of the city of Boston and really the Commonwealth's only public high school for the visual and performing arts, every day, Natalie, I wake up with a fierce sense of urgency and a firm belief that while talent is evenly distributed, opportunity is not.
You've had a lot of leadership roles across a lot of organizations, like you said, Boston Arts Academy Foundation, Mass General, different citywide equity initiatives. How do these experiences shape the way you approach service and giving back, and how has it changed over time?
I am deeply committed, again, I think from the learning of my parents. So I found it at a very early age when it comes to diversity that not all people are the same based on the color of your skin. What has not changed for me is this deep commitment to diversity, equity, inclusion, and belonging. And whatever I could do throughout my work, particularly around philanthropy and raising money and advancing missions, is really working for advancing the public good. So I've had this commitment, I really believe, based on my own lived experience, how I was raised, how I was taught to respect all people. I said earlier, my mother was a pastor and a minister. I really feel that this work has been my ministry, this opportunity to give back and to lift others up as I do what I do day in and day out. And as I said, I love it. I love it.
Yeah. No, your dedication is obvious and overflowing, and it's incredible that there are people like you who've worked so hard in this sector that oftentimes can get a little overlooked when it comes to the big picture of things, but it is just as important as politics, news, whatever it is. Focusing on the people who need a little extra help, it should be our priority, absolutely. And you know, your award, the leadership award, will take place a couple days before the actual commencement for Urban College of Boston. Is there any message that you would like to share with Urban College students as they prepare to step into the next chapter?
Man, what I would share is one, you're never too old. My mother, God rest her soul, I lost my mother June 26, 2023, at the tender young age of 77. But one of the greatest moments in my mother's life was when she turned 60, 6-0. She graduated from Urban College and was on the front page of the Boston Globe that year. And so for me, I would say, even though a dream may be deferred or may take a little longer, keep going. Don't quit. Don't believe that age, if you're an adult learner, that you can't do it. Because I saw a woman who was the mother of four, the grandmother of nine, 15 great grandchildren by the time she left this earth. And that had to be one of her proudest moments and proudest accomplishments. So I would say, don't let age deter you if you're not 18 and just leaving high school. And don't quit. Persevere. Be resilient. I look back just over these last almost 3 years and have really ensured that my mother's legacy continues, because it's been a rich legacy. Shout out to Mayor Michelle Wu in the city of Boston. Last year, on my mother's second anniversary, they renamed the street where I grew up, where my dad still lives, in Mattapan, after my mom.
Ah, that is such an honor. Congratulations. That is such an honor. And, you know, I'm so sorry for your loss, but to see her life be commemorated that way, it has to be so special.
So special. It really is. And this honor is so special because I know how much her degree meant to her and how much Urban College meant to her. So,
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, you're living on that legacy. You're propelling her message forward of perseverance and never giving up. It's so inspiring, inspires so much hope. And, you know, speaking of hope, looking ahead, what gives you hope about the future of Boston's arts, education, youth communities? You know, where do you see the next generation making a big impact?
man, what gives me hope is our young people,
Yeah,
right? Young
yeah.
people are, and especially the kids at Boston Arts Academy. Also, I'm the proud chair of the board of Fontbonne Academy, where my daughter went to school. She's actually the first in our family to hold 3 degrees. What
Wow.
gives me hope is our young people. They're not burdened down by some of all of this other stuff and noise, and they're just living their best lives and trying to be change makers in this world. Our tagline at Boston Arts Academy is artist, scholar, and global citizen, and we really want our young people to use their art to engage a democratic and just society. So they are the ones that really give me hope.
Love it, and it's so true. The next generation inspires so much hope in all of us. And thank you so much, Denella, for joining us today. Where can viewers learn more about you? Do you have anything exciting that you want to share with viewers? And congratulations on the award.
I would
Ooh!
love to share this, which literally just came out. As a tribute to my mom, I
Oh,
have written my first book. It took me well over a year to write it, and it's called Pastor Perline's Philanthropic Kitchen:
oh, cool.
Recipes for Raising Millions, Leading with Purpose, and Building Communities.
Oh,
And,
cool.
everything that I am, everything I ever hoped to be was because of my mom. I learned so much of it from my mother. So this
Mm.
book is both an instruction and an inspiration.
Well, thank you so much. Thank you so much, Denella, for joining us today. And, congrats on the award. Good luck with everything in the future. Let us know if you have anything great going on. And thank you just so much for joining us today.
Thank you, Natalie. Have a wonderful weekend.
You too.
Thank you.